This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Josh Taylor, great to see you. How are you keeping?
Yeah, good mate, I'm good. Just sort of doing away slowly but surely, getting back into sort of kind of full flow training, not quite, but getting there now. I'm on my feet now, able to do a little bit of boxing training, as you've seen from the videos that I put up last week. So it's going in the right direction, and I'm kind of ahead of schedule in terms of recovery wise. So yeah, I'm flying, mate. Yeah.
Good man. Last time we spoke was literally on the eve of Eubank Smith, and we were talking about the capital fight, and then there was the injury news. You got a bit of grief for that. Just your thoughts on the criticisms you got?
Listen, people are going to say what they're going to say, and people are going to think what they're going to think. No matter what facts or whatever's being put towards them, they make up their mind, and people on Twitter just try and say their shit. That's all it is. But so really, I couldn't really give a monkey's what they say. You know, I know what's true and I know what's real. So, and so do the people around me in my training camp. So yeah, it is what it is. It was unfortunate what happened, because I was banging up for the fight and ready to go for it, and a freak fucking accident with the injury. Like, so, just these things happen, and just got to move on with what's happening. I'm rolling with the punches. The WBO come in and said mandated me to fight Lopez, so then that's the fight I had to do. You know, if I'm staying at the weight, I'm not going to give all my belts up. I gave 3 of them up to make that last fight happen. And then I got the injury, and then the WBO stepped in and said, right, we want you to fight this, you're mandatory. So I'm like, right, okay, well, I'm not giving up all my fucking belts if I'm staying at the weight, so I'm keeping this one. And I think this one is a bigger fight and it's a harder fight, so it's good, it's all good.
You already touched on it, Josh. If the rumours are to be believed, it's Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, which to the boxing fan is a much needed fight that we can expect. What can you tell us?
It's looking like it's going to be in June over in Madison Square Garden, New York. So, it's brilliant. You know, it's another wee bucket list sort of thing off my list ticked. You know, it's things that most fighters only dream of doing. You know, going over to America and winning all the belts and going back again for another huge fight in Madison Square Garden, where all the giants and all the legends and just all the icons of the sport have boxed in Madison Square Gardens throughout history. So I'm buzzing for to go over there and do the business over there.
This week we've had the disappointing news. Usyk Fury's off. A lot of people are saying boxing's on a little bit of a decline at the moment. Yeah. A Josh Taylor Teofimo Lopez fight would be a massive injection, wouldn't it, to the sport? Can I just ask what your thoughts generally are on the health of boxing at the minute? Yeah,
I think obviously the big fights, a lot of the big fights aren't getting made, but I think a lot of that's all the different promotions, all the different platforms, all the different sort of management teams and this and that. It's all kind of diluting it a little bit. You know, there's too many different avenues for people to go around, so it makes it difficult. And the business side of it is taking over the sport. You know, it's like they're thinking about the business first instead of the actual sport and what's good for the sport. So all these platforms and that, they're all thinking about their money. So yeah, it's quite bad in that sense of the sport, but it is what it is, you know.
Can I ask, as a fan, Josh, your disappointment in Usyk Fury not getting made as a fighter, can you understand it, not wanting to go for an undisputed, whoever's to blame?
I mean, I don't really know. When obviously we haven't seen all the facts and all the things in between the two camps, so we don't really know what's going on. So it's hard to comment when you don't know. So yeah, it's a shame to see it, because then it would have been a chance for Fury to become an undisputed champion, which is a big moment in history, and then, you know, the chance for Usyk to become the first two-weight undisputed world champion, something that never been done in the sport before. So that was a big opportunity missed now. So it's a shame in that sense, the whole situation. You know, it's a shame for the sport, because that was a massive sort of historic moment in the sport. So it is a shame, but hopefully they can still get it on.
Two very quick ones. Jack Catwell, your old foe, supposedly going to be fighting another of your old foes, Regis Prograis. Do you think it happens, and if so, who wins?
I think Prograis wins that one with sort of relative ease, to be honest. But I can't see it really happening. But if it does happen, I reckon it'll probably be over there, unless Sky offer Prograis silly amounts of money, because Jack can't sell out an arena. So it's pointless for Prograis to come over here with his belts unless he's getting paid an obscene amount of money.
Last time we spoke, a little clip of you went absolutely bananas, over 1 million views, with your thoughts on YouTuber boxing. Since then, we've had Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Did that change your mind?
No, because it wasn't a very good fight either, was it? You know, and a belt put on the. There was a mad belt that got made up for on the line, and he gave Tommy Fury a world ranking after beating a YouTube fighter. So, no, it was a bit ridiculous. But listen, hey, it is good for the sport because it's bringing sets, the eyes and new eyes on Jake Paul's side, and even Tommy's side. For a fact, he's got a lot of fan bases that are through the TV side of things from his Love Island or whatever it was he was on. So it's good for the sport in that sense of things, and they're making lots of money. So fair play to them. But yeah, no, it's still not. You know, it wasn't a great fight, to be honest. None of them. Tommy Fury's still got a lot of learning to do. He's really inexperienced as a pro, so he's still to fight a proper fighter himself as a pro. So he's got a lot of developing to do as well. So that was, for me, I thought it was quite good for Tommy in that sense, to deal with the platform and the pressure that I think a lot him and his family put on him to win that fight. So he dealt with that really well. So I think it's good for Tommy in that sense of things.
Josh Taylor, it's great to see you. You're looking well, and if this fight is happening, mate, can't wait for that one.
Right, cheers, mate. All the best. Cheers.
Josh, Amy will take us
You
out.
do,
Grab you
mate.
next,
All
all right?
right.
This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Josh Taylor, great to see you. How are you keeping?
Yeah, good, mate. I'm good. Just sort of doing away slowly but surely, getting back into sort of kind of full flow training, not quite, but getting there now. I'm on my feet now, able to do a little bit of boxing training, as you've seen from the videos that I put up last week. So, it's going in the right direction, and I'm kind of ahead of schedule in terms of recovery-wise. So, yeah, I'm flying, mate. Yeah.
Good man. Last time we spoke was literally on the eve of Eubank Smith, and we were talking about the capital fight, and then there was the injury news. You got a bit of grief for that. Just your thoughts on the criticisms you got?
Listen, people are going to say what they're going to say, and people are going to think what they're going to think. No matter what facts or whatever's being put towards them, they make up their mind, and people on Twitter just try and say their shit. That's all it is. But so really, I couldn't really give a monkey's what they say. You know, I know what's true and I know what's real. So, and so do the people around me in my training camp. So yeah, it is